Yo, what's goody? Yes, I left my hometown when I was 21 years old. I'm just kidding. I left. I want to say when I was 23, and it was the best decision I made in my life. Like I don't regret it. I don't. Honestly, I don't. Like if you guys don't know me, I was I was born in Georgia, and I was pretty much. I spent about 15 years in Atlanta, and well, before that, I was born. And then I was brought back to Mexico, spent about 8 years in Mexico, and then we came back to Atlanta. And then we were living with my family, my uncle, my aunt. And then after like 3 years living with them, we got our own apartment. Mom was arguing all this shit. We got our own place in Clayco, which is in Atlanta. If you guys don't know Clayco in Atlanta, it's ghetto as fuck. The ratio is like 50% black or 6% black and like 40% Mexican or Hispanic. I mean, and yeah, I literally lived in the hood for about 15 years or nah, about 10 years. Nah, my bad. I mean 13 years. And then I went up to the bougie part, the countryside of Georgia. I lived in the suburbs in Atlanta. I mean Georgia. And yeah, so the reason I left my hometown, it was just because I just didn't see anything for me there. Like I didn't see anything I was passionate about. I didn't, I didn't find fulfillment. Like I feel like everybody in Atlanta everybody had everybody is, how do I explain it? Like kind of have an ego and just have this, everybody just has this one goal of just going to work and going home. Like everybody's in their own fucking head. They're just doing their own thing, and it just feels like, yeah, it's weird. Like kind of like antisocial, and just I don't know. Like you gotta be in Atlanta to know. Because I realized that after I went to different states in Georgia, I mean, fucking the United States. Like I went to New York, I went to Miami, I went to Nashville, I went to North Carolina, South Carolina, Memphis, Texas. And then I realized the people in Atlanta had like a ego, antisocial, they're on their own world, just fucking like there's no connections. That's what that's literally what I didn't fucking like about Atlanta. It was very, very hard to find good connections and people who you look up to. Because everybody in Atlanta is either trying to be a rapper, a barber, own a construction company, landscaping, or roofing, or real estate, or whatever type of lifestyle that is. And I wasn't passionate about it, and it wasn't something that I saw myself doing long term because I was pursuing my job that I was pursuing for the longest was to get in the elevator trade, which it was basically construction, but like the top paid guy in the construction site. Like we were the top dogs. We were making like $50 to $60 an hour at the job site. Everybody, like if you think about electrician, welder, uh, HVAC, whatever the fuck it is, the elevator guy was always the highest paying, like tradesman in the fucking job site. And then I pursued that for about 5 years, and then I realized it wasn't what I was passionate about. I wasn't doing it because I love, elevators. I wasn't doing it because, yeah, I was just doing it for the fucking money. And I realized when you do something just for the money, you'll burn out, and you'll stop being happy about it, and then you just burn out. But most people, when they burn out, they stick to it. They just suck it up. They stay comfortable. They don't fucking move on, and they just die working that same shitty job they fucking hate. And I realized that it wasn't for me, so I decided to fucking quit. And then I just started thinking about what really am I passionate about, and what do I like doing. And fitness was one of them. Working out since I was 18. I just fell in love with fitness as soon as my mom passed away. I don't know. I just fell in love with fitness, and I went every single day to the gym. It was my therapy. Obviously, my first couple years, my diet was shit. I was just counting protein. I didn't really give a fuck about calories. Then I got fat. But anyways, I got a video about that somewhere. And yeah, I mean, the reason I moved out is like I said, I just didn't find any connections, any fulfillment, anybody I connected with, and I just feel like I wanted to be an online coach. And Atlanta, there wasn't that many, and nobody fucking knows about online coaching in Atlanta. Very little people. And then I decided to go to Miami, which it was very known for that. Then I connected with a lot of people there, and it was just game changer. And the reason I went to Miami, or the whole reason I even moved out, was because I got a mentor, I got a coach, and that coach just opened my mind, opened doors for me. Uh, like I just started to realize what's fucking really out there, and I gotta stop playing it safe, like living in my comfortable zone, and just step out of my comfort and go out to a different state where there's a bigger pond and just take the fucking risk. And that's what I did. And guess what? I didn't fucking fail. Uh, I mean, which I'm not saying I'm not gonna fail ever, but I've always failed. I've never been perfect. And yeah, I took the fucking risk. Now I'm in Ecuador. I've been in different many countries in the last year. After I quit my job, I've pretty much been a nomad for about over a year. I was in Mexico, Cancun, Colombia, Medellin, Brazil, Miami, New York, Texas, uh, Peru. Now I'm in Ecuador, and now I don't know where I'm gonna be next. Which I'm thinking about Miami or maybe back to Colombia. I don't know. But as of right now, I'm in Ecuador. I'll be here for 2 months, and yeah. So, and also I moved out because of my family, not because of them, but like most people will stay in their hometown because of their family, because they don't want to be away from them. They want to be around them. And I was like, man, fuck that shit. I'm gonna go all in. I don't give a fuck about family. I've always been alone. I've been the only child my whole life. And I have nobody in my family that I look up to or I want to be like. So I was like, why the fuck am I here? Like no offense to my family, but they're all losers. And like, I just don't see nobody has a drive. Like nobody has that I look up to type of man. I don't have that family member that I look up to. Which my goal is to be that for one cousin or whatever uncle it is, to be that guy in that family who literally breaks that cycle and has done something in life, changes lives, or did something purposefully. And and I want to be that guy. And that's why I'm going all in this. Like I don't give a fuck honestly no more. Like I don't give a fuck about. I post my life every day. I don't care what people think. People are gonna judge. People are gonna hate. And the people that do that shit, at the end of the day, they're whatever they hate on is what they gave up on or whatever they are insecure about. So at the end of the day, it's your life. Take the risk. Do whatever the fuck you think you gotta do to get better. Leave your family. Leave everything behind. And yeah, go all in and work on yourself. And by the time you got where you want to be, yeah, you could go back to your family and visit her and just go back. But just being around your family your whole entire life, it's just gonna keep you comfortable. You're not gonna grow. You're not gonna meet nobody unless your family's already, successful. Like every part of life, not just like financially, because you could be financially successful, but you could fucking suck at your physique. You could suck at spiritually with God. You could just suck at life and just be a rich loser. There's many people like that, and there's many people with great physiques that are financially fucking broke. So the guy that I want to be like is the guy who has the physique, the money, and the spiritual, and that's literally what I'm working on, and that's what I will work until I fucking die, literally. And the whole purpose of this is to serve God. Because before I was doing it just to serve myself, become that guy, become the the top dog and all this shit. But at the end of the day, after you do that, there's nothing else to do. And I feel like doing it for God, being, helping people, bringing people closer to God, is the way to go, and that's the most fulfilling thing. That's what God will help you out on the way on your journey, and yeah, that's what I'm doing. So I hope you guys enjoy this video and take that fucking risk, leave your hometown, and go all in.